Today we're going to do a slam ball workout. This is a 20-minute full body follow along. All you need for this workout is a slam ball and preferably an exercise mat. Be careful if you've got one of the medicine balls because it might bounce back up and hit you in the face. I recommend one of these dead stop balls. We've got 10 exercises to do, doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 2 rounds. If you want to do a warm-up, I've linked one in the description. If not, let's get right into the workout. We're going to start things off with just the classic floor slam. So we're going to pick the ball up, reach above the head, maybe even come onto the tiptoes. You're going to send the hips back and slam the ball into the floor. As I said, we're doing 40 seconds on, 20-second transitions. Get yourself ready to go. Should be crunching down with it, using your abs to help generate some power. Push the hips back as you slam. All right, next up, we're going to come into a press-up plank. We're going to do a little core exercise. We're going to do some plank pass-throughs. Generally with this workout, I've put a high heart rate one, followed by a low heart rate. So the ball's over to one side. Take the opposite hand. I want you to drag it on outside of the mat. Drag it outside of the mat. So you take in the opposite hand, reaching under the body, dragging that ball, trying to keep the glutes tight, abs engaged. Don't stick your hips up, don't let them drop too low. Right, next up we've got some thrusters. I'm just going to do these in the air with a little throw. If you've got a wall though, you could do some thrusters standing close to a wall, throwing the ball up against it. If you're not confident with the throw, just do a shoulder press. Want a nice full depth squat. Taking some of the impact out, like catching the ball and squatting down with it to break the tension. Definitely getting the heart rate up on this one. Okay, back to the mat now. Let the heart rate come down slightly. We're going to do a Russian twist. 2 options. You can do it hovering your heels, or you can do it with your heels on the floor, just leaning back. So, heels on the floor will look like this. So I'm still leaning back, posturing upright. We're keeping our chest bone facing the ball the whole time. So we're not doing this, we want to rotate with it. If this is too easy, try hovering those feet. Again, we're rotating the whole torso, facing the ball. We're not just flopping the arms down to one side and then the other. All right, we've got some lateral slams now. So you're gonna stand with the slam ball on one side. I'm gonna allow rotation of the far away leg. We're gonna come up, arc over the top and slam down to the other side. So up over, twisting that foot, up over, making a tall arch. Woo. Okay, back to the floor. We're gonna do some plyometric floor press. If you're not comfortable catching the ball, just don't throw it. So as you get more accurate, you can probably throw the ball higher. Just make sure you protect your face. Good job with them. Hopefully your face is still intact. Okay, next up, we're gonna do some slam ball burpees. So basically doing that classic floor slam. We're gonna jump in and out of a burpee each time. If you struggle doing the full burpee, you can always walk your feet out and in instead. That's absolutely fine. Or if you want slightly lower impact. Great job. Back to a core exercise now. This is a nice cardio and power mix today. We're gonna do some Otis ups. It's basically just a sit up where you reach up nice and tall in the top. So sit up and through. You should almost finish in like an L sit position. It's usually a bit easier to just unlock the knees, free up the hamstrings slightly. If you're struggling, you could always do this without holding the ball. Try and minimize the swing of that ball. Okay, next up, we're going to do some alternating Romanian deadlifts. So we're going to hold the ball in both hands. We're going to alternate legs doing a single leg Romanian deadlift. Keep the ball nice and close to your center of gravity. So if you drop the ball, it should land on top of your big toe. We don't want to drift it out here, we want to keep it in nice and close. Keep that back toe pointing down to avoid the hip from opening out. Great job. Next up, we've got some overhead alternating leg reverse lunges. So we're going to hold the ball overhead the whole time. And we're going to do some alternating steps back into a lunge. It's going to be not just a leg exercise, but a burn on the shoulders, this as well. If you're struggling, just put your arms above your head and forget about the slam ball for a second. Definitely a test of my mobility. Trying to keep those arms straight. With this narrow position, it's tricky. Couldn't definitely a shoulder burner. So we've got 40-second break now, so enough time to get a sip of water. Stay with me though, we're going to do those 10 exercises just one more time through, and then that's the workout complete. If you're looking for a slam ball, maybe you want a different weight one, I'll recommend some in the description of this video. They are affiliate links, but it doesn't cost you any more to use them, and I'll check out and make sure I get some good ones and put them in there. Let's go for those floor slams. Going into that press up plank position. So you're going to bring the ball over to one side. We're going to roll the ball over to one side, then work its way back to the other. The whole time engaging that press up position. So you shouldn't be rotating your hips too much. Great job. Onto those thrusters. So if you've got enough space, like I said before, you can do them up against a wall, or you can just do them in the air. Or if you're not confident with the catch, just press overhead without throwing the ball. I'll make sure I don't take my ceiling out here. It's not that high. Great job, we're onto the floor now for some Russian twists. Remember, I don't mind if your heels stay on the floor or if you want to hover them, whatever feels comfortable for you. But whichever variation you're using, try and keep some length to your spine rather than curling under. Probably won't feel very good for your lower back. Only lean back as much as you're comfortable with, so it'll be easier the further forward you are. It'll be harder the further back you sit. Always facing that ball with your chest bone. All right, got those lateral slams. So the ball's starting next to you. You're gonna twist the outside leg. We're gonna have a nice tall arc over the top. All right, next up, we're back on the floor. Got those plyo floor presses. Remember, make sure you catch it, or if you're not sure, maybe don't throw it. You're gonna get the heart rate up now with those slam ball burpees. Remember, you can walk them out, walk them in, or hop them out, hop them in. Back to an ab exercise. We've got those Otis ups, those reaching sit-up style exercise. Nice tall reach at the top. Imagine you're lengthening your spine out as you reach that ball up to the ceiling. Maintain some control on the way down as well. We've got those alternating Romanian deadlifts. Remember, you're keeping that ball nice and close in to your center line. And then finally, we're gonna have that overhead alternating reverse lunge, probably the hardest one, especially if you've got tight lats like me. Let's bring this up, try and lock those elbows, alternating reverse lunges. If this is too much for you, you can always just hug the ball at your chest like this, but let's go for the full one if you can. Whoa. And that's it. Workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that workout and where in the world are you doing the workout from? I really do enjoy hearing that. Here's a playlist with some more of my workouts, and here's a little cool down stretch if you fancy following that. Like, subscribe, hopefully see you again soon for another workout.